welcome to Anfield, everybody. We are in Liverpool for this afternoon's Premier League action between Liverpool and Crystal Palace. It is match day 34 in the Premier League. The run-in is well and truly on. Big games up and down the league this afternoon. Here at Anfield, 5th place Liverpool take on 13th place Crystal Palace. 12-point gap between the two sides. Liverpool sitting pretty snugly in a Champions League spot in 5th position, but 5 points above their nearest rivals Brighton, and 3 behind Aston Villa. Aston Villa have already lost at lunchtime today, so more good news for Liverpool. Crystal Palace, league-wise, not an awful lot to play for, and I imagine this afternoon very much will have one eye on their UEFA Europa Conference League semi-final in Poland this week, where they will head off to play Shakhtar Donetsk on Thursday. Head coach Arne Slot for Liverpool has selected the following side. In goal is number 28, Freddie Woodman. Number 8 is Dominic Szoboszlai. Number 5 is Ibrahima Konate. 4 is Virgil van Dijk. Number 26 is Andy Robertson. Number 17 is Curtis Jones. Number 10 is Alexis McAllister. 11 is Mohamed Salah. Number 7 is Florian Wirtz. Number 18 is Cody Gakpo. And number 9 is Alexander Isak. The visitors, Oliver Glasner has selected a strong side. Too many changes. In goal, number 1 is Dean Henderson. Number 23 is J.D. Canvo. Number 5 is Maxence Lacroix. Number 26, Chris Richards. Number 3 is Tyreek Mitchell. 18 is Daichi Kamada. Number 20 is Adam Wharton. Number 2 is Daniel Munoz. 7 is Ismail Assar. 11 is Brennan Johnson. And 14, Jean-Philippe Mateta. Substitutes for Liverpool are Armin Pekci, Joe Gomez, Milos Kerkez, Jeremy Frimpong, Ryan Gravenberch, Trey Maurice Nyoni, Federico Chiesa, Rio Engamoa and Will Wright. And for the visitors, it is Walter Benitez, Nathaniel Klein, Borna Sosa, Chadley Riyad, Jefferson Lerma, Jeremy Pino, Will Hughes, Justin Devaney and Jorgen Strand Larsen. The referee for this one this afternoon is Andy Madley. He will be assisted by Simon Bennett and Craig Taylor. The VAR in Stockley Park today is Neil Davies. The teams are with us. It's a beautiful afternoon here on Merseyside. Bright sunshine. It's going to be a warm one. Temperature well over 20 degrees. Perfect afternoon for some Premier League football. The two teams have got into their huddles and the respective halves. Liverpool in their traditional all-red kit with white trim. Crystal Palace in their away kit with which is white shirts, white shorts, white socks with a red and blue stripe down the middle of the shirts. And we are just about ready to get underway this afternoon. There are some big old Premier League games which I will try and keep you across this afternoon. The other two that kick off at the same time as this one have huge implications in the relegation zone. West Ham, Everton and Wolverhampton Wanderers take on Tottenham. Crystal Palace are going to get us underway here. They're going to be attacking the Kop end, and it is game on at Anfield. Liverpool take on Crystal Palace. Long ball by Dean Henderson. Challenge by JP Mateta in the air, but he's beaten to it and the ball is out for a throw into Crystal Palace on the halfway line. Chris Richards knocks it long, looking for Brennan Johnson. Picked up left hand side by Mitchell. Mitchell just drops it back in to JD Canvo and he gives it to Kamada. Kamada back to Maxence Lacroix, plays a nice ball through the lines. Again, finds Kamada. Wide to Tyreek Mitchell. Cross comes in, and it's cleared away by Kanate. And it's going to be a corner kick in the first minute here to the Eagles. Good start for Crystal Palace. We've got a corner on the left-hand side. And it's going to be swung in by Brennan Johnson, who's gone across to that far side to take this right-footed. It'll be an in-swinger. Chris Richards on the penalty spot. It's taken short. Now Johnson puts it in, and it's headed away at the near post by, I think it was McAllister who got the heading for Liverpool. Long clearance. Ball's gone out for a throw-in over on the left-hand side. Palace coming forward again. Been a good start, this. Ball played forward for Mateta. No flag. Brennan Johnson chases after it, and now the flag goes up. Mateta at first glance did look as if he'd just gone a little bit too early, and had done. It was a through ball from Adam Wharton, who really well balanced. Adam Wharton slalomed past a couple of Liverpool midfielders. Jean-Philippe Mateta, the big Frenchman, had just strayed ever so slightly offside. We've played 2.5 minutes, and it's goalless here at Anfield between Liverpool and Crystal Palace. But a good start from the Eagles, who come again here with Kamada. Right hand side this time is Daniel Munoz. Back to Chris Richards, the American. Big mop of black hair on Chris Richards' head, really easy to pick out. Tackle is made by Kanate, who wins it back for Liverpool, who get a chance to launch their first attack. Gakpo plays it towards the edge of the penalty area, but it's cleared away by Richards, picked up by McAllister. Just aesthetically, it looks like Curtis Jones is out at right back, and Szoboszlai is sitting in the middle of the park this afternoon for Liverpool. Szoboszlai has been pressed into action in that right back spot more than once. Maybe it's a bit of a movable feast. Curtis Jones has committed a foul on that right hand side as Liverpool try to come forward. Foul was on Brennan Johnson by Curtis Jones. Ball was cleared away left-footed by Henderson. Van Dijk beats Mateta in the air. Heavy touch from Robertson, and now Palace are in. Sarr, ball into the middle, must be 1-0. Oh, it's avoided everybody, and now the flag goes up. Wouldn't have counted, which I think Palace will be pretty relieved about, because they made a mess of that one. It was a poor touch from Robertson. The ball was then slid in by Munoz to Sarr, and it was Sarr who was offside. Sarr's low cross evaded Mateta and Brennan Johnson in the middle. But then the assistance flag brought a halt to proceedings, and we have played 5 minutes here, and it's been all Crystal Palace in the early stages. Crystal Palace are looking to become the first team to win twice at Anfield in the same season, since Arsenal achieved that in 2006-2007. Crystal Palace won here in the EFL Cup 3-0 earlier in the season. So 20 years since the team's won twice here. Here come Liverpool. Salah gets his first action of the day. He's chased down by JD Canvo, left hand side, and the young Frenchman puts the ball out for a corner kick to Liverpool. First chance for the Reds to put some pressure on the Crystal Palace defence. Mo Salah's gone across to take the corner. Has two hands on his hips over there. Canate, Van Dijk go forward. They're stood around the penalty spot with Szoboszlai and Isak. Gakpo's up there too. Corner's taken short. Salah places it to the edge of the box for Szoboszlai to shoot. There's a little training ground routine. Adam Wharton got the block in. Liverpool still have it. Munoz does well. Takes a little risk though. Chance for Liverpool in the penalty area. Wirtz with a shot deflected wide. Palace causing themselves problems there. Canvo won the ball, trying to come inside with it when maybe the better option would have just been clear it up the line. And then Wirtz went sideways across the penalty area. Shot from 9 yards out. Was blocked by Lacroix. And it's another corner kick to Liverpool. This time it's brought into the penalty area. Van Dijk at the near post. Smuggled away by Crystal Palace. Big diagonal from Robertson. Back out to Salah. Chance for Wirtz in the penalty area. Munoz does well. Gets a toe on the ball. Palace can bring it away through Kamada. Kamada finds Wharton. Wharton looks for the third man running. I think it's Tyreek Mitchell up there. And as Liverpool clear away, the offside flag's gone up. On that right hand side, it will be a free kick to Crystal Palace. So pretty bright opening here. Half chances at both ends. Still waiting for the first goal of the afternoon in the Premier League. Fulham beat Aston Villa earlier on today, 1-0. Ryan Sessegnon got the goal there for Fulham. Chris Richards heads down, collected by Wharton. Munoz gives it away, but we'll try and come forward. Richards in with a tackle. Good defending by Kamada. Here comes Brennan Johnson. Brennan Johnson overruns it. Didn't really look like he knew what to do with that there as he carried it forward. Was caught in 3 or 4 minds, and in the end it was poked back to Freddie Woodman. Freddie Woodman on full debut this afternoon for Liverpool in the absence of first choice Alisson and also Mamardashvili. Mamardashvili hurt himself trying to prevent Beto's equaliser in the Merseyside derby last week. So first start for Freddie Woodman in Liverpool colours this afternoon. Palace on the attack. Mitchell goes down by Jones. Palace still have it, but they're going backwards. Chris Richards is forced back to Dean Henderson. Henderson, left-footed clearance, looking for Mateta. Mateta does well. Good centre-forward play. Swaps passes with Sarr. Finds Wharton. Wharton has Munoz, right-hand side. The Colombian likes to get forward in that right wing-back position. More naturally attacking than Tyreek Mitchell on the other side. Here's Canvo. And here is Mitchell. Mitchell with a low ball in, and Palace are going to get another corner here. It's Canate again who's turned the ball behind. Corner, right hand side. It's going to be Brennan Johnson again, who's going to swing this in. Fourth corner of the game already, just in the first 10 minutes here. Johnson towards the penalty spot. Lacroix with a header. Headed away by Canate. Wharton back in. Isak defensively gets it away. Lacroix. Little chop from the big centre-back. Loads of time and space for Wharton. Wharton, can he pick a cross out? Oh, it's headed over the top. It's Richards who was in there from about 7 yards out. Woodman came. Richards got there first. And the American centre-backs headed over the crossbar and into the cop. And we played 10.5 minutes. And Oliver Glasner will be delighted with how Palace have approached this so far. It's Liverpool 0, Crystal Palace 0. Goal kick is taken quickly. Liverpool get themselves in a right mess. Canate, who never ever looks comfortable in those positions, got himself in a bit of a muddle with McAllister. Palace won it back, and the ball's back out for another Crystal Palace corner. Canvo comes forward, goes into the 6-yard box. Canvo, Sa, Mateta, all in the 6-yard penalty area for Crystal Palace. Johnson is towards the penalty spot again. It's won by Lacroix. Again, Liverpool clear. Possible break on here for Liverpool. Good defending though from Canvo, who got back. Salah was trying to escape down that right-hand side. Crystal Palace farming the possession here, and here's a good ball. It's just over the top of Brennan Johnson, and Brennan Johnson is then penalised for being offside. Liverpool get the free kick about 10 yards outside their own penalty area. Crystal Palace with the European semi-final to look to this week, off to Warsaw on Thursday to play Shakhtar Donetsk. But Glasner's picked pretty much a full-strength team, you'd say, this afternoon. Made a few changes on Monday night at West Ham, where Palace picked up that 0-0 draw. But gone for it today, although their mid-table finish is pretty much assured. Not going to head up or down very far, Crystal Palace, from their current 13th place berth. Brennan Johnson has fouled Curtis Jones over in the Liverpool right-back area. Free kick to Liverpool. Crystal Palace got a really good away record actually this year. Won more games than they've lost away from Selhurst Park. 7 wins, 2 draws, 6 defeats, and unbeaten in 4. Ball played up to the left-hand side for Gakpo, who we've barely seen so far today. Got a bit of a protest going on here in the 14th minute. Liverpool fans holding up yellow cards to protest against. I am not entirely sure who we're protesting against. Liverpool ownership, possibly. The cameras are showing us a couple of the Liverpool hierarchy in the stand who were keeping their head down. Free kick to Liverpool, this time in the left-back area. JP Mateta just got a little bit too close to Van Dijk. Robertson will take the free kick, rolls it back into Freddie Woodman. And Liverpool can build out from the back. Canate. Szoboszlai spins it out to Curtis Jones. Jones back to Ibrahima Canate. On to Van Dijk. Van Dijk, the hero in last week's Merseyside derby. The 100th minute winner at the Hill Dickinson Stadium. Isak's on the charge, left-hand side, keeps the ball in play down by the corner flag. Comes in field, finds Gakpo, cross towards the back post. He's headed away by Canvo. Picked up by Canate. Out to Jones. Further on to Salah. Salah back to Jones. Thought about whipping a cross in. Then went for the little 1-2 with Szoboszlai, but loses out. And the Hungarian, in his enthusiasm to get the ball back, is fouled. Daichi Kamada. And that's a free kick to Crystal Palace. Still waiting the first goal in the 3 o'clock kickoffs around the Premier League this afternoon. West Ham 0, Everton 0, Wolves 0, Tottenham 0. Arsenal take on Newcastle in the tea time game. But FA Cup semi-finals going on as well. A busy weekend of football, and this week we just passed the 50-day mark to the World Cup too. So going to be a great summer of football. You catch all of the action and commentaries here. Ball cleared away by Woodman, but not a great clearance from him. Tyreek Mitchell plays a good ball through to Johnson. Johnson steps inside a couple of defenders, shoots, and he really had to roll Munoz. He's looking at Munoz, and Munoz had loads of time and space. Brennan Johnson opted to shoot from 25 yards out. Low shot all along the floor and straight at the goalkeeper. I think it was probably sneaking wide actually, although Woodman did just fall on it down by his right hand post. 59th meeting between the two teams. This Liverpool with 33 wins, Palace 14 and 11 draws, but Palace have been in such good form against Liverpool head to head. They beat them 3 times in 2025. Liverpool have got no win in the last 3 home games against Crystal Palace either. Bit of a bogey team, and it was Crystal Palace who earlier in the season dented Liverpool's superb start of the season. Liverpool had won 5 in a row before a trip to Selhurst Park back on the 27th of September. That Eddie Nketiah goal late on won that for Crystal Palace. Eddie Nketiah unavailable today through injury for the Eagles. Liverpool in possession, and a great take over on that far side by Curtis Jones. The ball looked like it was going out for a throw-in, but Palace have it back. Good tackle by McAllister. Crashing tackle. Palace have run it back then. Wharton's got runners both ways. Tries to find the run of Johnson. Really good defending over there by Jones. Now Liverpool on the break. Gakpo running at Richards. Left hand corner of the box. Low cross is blocked by the American, and it's out for a corner kick to Liverpool. We're going to see a yellow card. Yellow card is for Andres Munoz. I am not sure what Munoz... Oh, now I'm seeing what Munoz did on replay. As Liverpool broke there, Andy Robertson slipped the ball into McAllister, went for the little 1-2 and was blocked off by the Colombian. So Munoz picks up the first booking of the afternoon. Sixth yellow card of the season for Daniel Munoz. We've played 19 minutes here. It's been pretty open stuff. Still waiting for the first really clear opportunity of the afternoon. It remains goalless between Liverpool and Crystal Palace. Back-to-back wins for Liverpool. The home win against Fulham preceding that Merseyside derby win at the Hill Dick last week. Just the 9 wins from the 16 games at Anfield this season. I've dropped too many points here at Anfield. 4 draws and 3 defeats. Chance to go level on points with Aston Villa after Villa were beaten in the lunchtime kick-off, but Palace are on the attack again. This time it's Sarr. Sarr pulls it back. Oh, it's over the top from Johnson. It's a good effort. He's trying to sweep the ball into the far corner of Freddie Woodman's goal. It's Henderson with a long ball. All 3 Palace forwards involved in that. Mateta heads it on. Sarr gets down the right hand side, pulls it back to Johnson, and Johnson, not the best angle, but you can see what he's trying to do. He's trying to steer it into that bottom left hand corner, but he's just got slightly underneath and it's gone over the top of the crossbar. It's another effort from Crystal Palace. Who've acquitted themselves well so far this afternoon. Sarr wins it back for Palace. Finds Munoz. Kamada turns back on himself. Wharton was closed down but got away brilliantly from McAllister. And a free kick is given against Curtis Jones. The Liverpool number 17 doesn't look too thrilled with that. Just got a little bit tight on Brennan Johnson. Johnson is up on his feet and rubbing the back of his head. I think it was more like a shoulder maybe in the back of the head of the ex-Tottenham and Nottingham Forest man. Nottingham Forest started the Premier League end off with a bang last night. 5-0 winners at Sunderland. There's not many people saw that coming. Pretty quiet down there at the Bungalow of Light for the last 20 minutes or so of that one. Palace free kick just left of centre, 40 yards out. Wharton is going to cross this rather than shoot. It's not the best angle, pretty straight. In fact, he has changed the angle. Giving it to Johnson towards Richards. Drops on the edge of the box. Ball is cleared away. Liverpool on the break. Wirtz. Wirtz has got runners everywhere. Tries to find Isak. Mo Salah wants it. Mo Salah's gone to ground. And the referee's given a penalty. Referee is given a penalty. Brennan Johnson with the sliding tackle. The Palace players are absolutely incensed. Mohamed Salah did look like he went down in instalments after the tackle. The two captains now, Henderson and Van Dijk, are being spoken to. And there's going to be a little bit of work here for Paul Tierney. Salah. The problem is Salah's taken, let's see, 2 steps after the challenge. And then decided he wanted to go down. I don't see that as a foul at all. That is the kind of penalty that before VAR, Mohamed Salah used to farm every 2 weeks. I don't even see a touch. It might be outside the box. And I'm not sure there's a touch on Salah either. It's outside. Oh, this is going to be really. It might be inside the box. There's a lot to unpack here. The referee is coming to have a look at the screen. I think what the fourth official here is saying, it is the contact, however minimal it was outside the penalty area. Which is kind of a bit of a let-off for the officials, because it's meant that they don't have to make a proper decision. Because I think if that was inside the box, they would have let it go as a penalty. And I don't think it is a penalty. Johnson slides in. Salah hurdles him. If there is contact, it is minimal. The VAR obviously are happy that there was contact. They're checking the location of this, I think, rather than whether or not it was a foul. The referee is back on the screen now and about to make his announcement. No penalty, I think, is the correct decision. Now it depends if he's going to give the free kick to Liverpool. Because if they thought it was a foul, it's going to be a free kick right on the edge of the box. The VAR's Neil Davies. So I think they've got the right decision. Seeing it again. Salah gets away. Johnson goes to ground. There's absolutely no contact. I haven't seen a yellow card for Mohamed Salah for simulation. But we've restarted with a goal kick to Crystal Palace. So no foul given, either in or out the penalty area. And I feel like that VAR check was slightly overzealous. It was pretty clear on first look that there was either no or the smallest amount of contact, and then it looked outside the penalty area. So a little couple of minutes down the drain there. The upshot is it remains Liverpool 0, Crystal Palace 0. .26.5 gone. That is the biggest talking point of the game so far. Overturned VAR penalty. Can Liverpool build on the momentum of that? Not really showed an awful lot so far. 55% possession Liverpool, although the game hasn't seemed like that. 2 shots, but none on target. Just the 1 shot on target so far. That was from Crystal Palace. The ball is lofted forward towards Gakpo. Gakpo wins it in the air, but Lacroix got there before Wirtz. So Bosley tidies up, gives it back to Robinson, who just turns it infield to Virgil van Dijk. Van Dijk on to Konate. Konate, ball at his feet, no options forward. Van Dijk, back to Konate. Konate again, takes him so long to organise his feet. Just turns around and has to roll it back to Woodman. Woodman's clearance is pretty aimless. It's collected by Tyreek Mitchell, left hand side. Canvo has to go back to Henderson. He was in a little bit of a hurry under pressure from Florian Wirtz. Just clears it away. And out for a throw into Liverpool. Konate to Jones. Jones goes back to his goalkeeper. The right hand goal, the cop end, is the penalty area is all in shade. The rest of the pitch is in bright sunshine here at Anfield. The shadows just beginning to lengthen as the afternoon wears on here on Merseyside. 29 minutes played, no score. McAllister in the centre circle, gets it on the half turn, looks to go forward. Wirtz swaps passes with Jones, then round the corner from Wirtz. That's a good ball. Finds Salah. Salah is going to have a little run at Lacroix. He's got away from him, required as well. Good recovery from the Frenchman. Maxence Lacroix puts it behind for a third corner of the game. To Liverpool. This is Lacroix's 47th appearance of the season for Crystal Palace. He didn't miss out at West Ham last week, but back today, and he's had a busy old year as the Frenchman. Very much made that centre half spot his own here at Palace. One of the leaders, just a 26 years old, Maxence Lacroix. Header from Liverpool from the corner, drops pretty harmlessly away for a goal kick to Crystal Palace. And with half an hour gone here, and with half an hour gone all over the Premier League, we have yet to have a goal in these 3 o'clock kickoffs. Liverpool 0, Crystal Palace 0, the game you are listening to. West Ham 0, Everton 0, Tottenham 0, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0. So all the drama, hopefully, is still in front of us here in the Premier League. Long ball forward towards Mateta, but well won this time by Konate. Jones finds McAllister. McAllister looked for the long diagonal to Salah. Got away with it. Salah retains possession. It's swung out this side to Gakpo. Gakpo steps in field. Not many options. Van Dijk. Szoboszlai. That's a good ball from Van Dijk. Szoboszlai turns it out to Jones. Jones wide to Salah. Salah onto Jones. Options everywhere for Jones. Just got to drop at the edge of the box. And Mo Salah was there. First time. Snapshot from 16 yards out was over the top of the crossbar. Goal kick to Crystal Palace. It's a nice little overlapping run from Jones. Jones's cross deflected back off Canvo. And Mo Salah, who'd carried on his run, it bounced beautifully for him. But he couldn't quite get his knee over the top of the ball. We're going to see a yellow card already for Dean Henderson. Bit of time wasting from Dean Henderson. 31 minutes in, don't see that very often. Dean Henderson becomes the second player into the referee's notebook this afternoon, following Daniel Munoz. It's a fourth yellow of the season for the Crystal Palace goalkeeper. Liverpool attack with Salah, who's been in the game a lot more in the last 7 or 8 minutes. Tries to get beyond Canvo. This time JD Canvo does really well. Wins a goal kick and then beats his chest to celebrate. JD Canvo, this is his 17th appearance now in the Prem. Just 19 years of age. Closing in on 1,000 minutes of action in the Premier League. The youngster came in from Toulouse this season. Palace on the attack, left hand side, Johnson. Mitchell is tackled by Jones, but Palace still have it. Ball in. Cleared away by Konate. Vates comes forward. That's support from Isak. Isak tries to get away from Canvo, can't do so. Canvo heading towards his own corner flag, was happy just to turn and put the ball out for a throw in. Hopefully let Crystal Palace reorganise. They're getting men back behind the ball now. Liverpool on the attack, left hand side, Robertson. Van Dijk. Gakpo trying to turn. Not many options for him forward. Goes to Szoboszlai and out wider still to Curtis Jones. Konate, that's a good ball. Into the feet of Vates. Gakpo lets it run to Robertson. Robertson plays the ball in. Shooting chance. Good defending from Lacroix. Late arrive, I think, was Florian Vates. Liverpool have it back. McAllister. 40 yards from goal. Into a central area for Konate, who moves it on to Jones. Liverpool just lost a little bit of momentum. Konate tries a Maradona spin in the centre circle. Not sure how advisable that was. He got away with it, has it back. Salah tries to turn away from Canvo again. And Canvo does well. Salah gets the look of the bounce. It's back in towards Isak. And a shot from McAllister. And it's going to drop. And it's in. And it's Alexander Isak for Liverpool. There's no flag. And after a horrible season for the Swede, Alexander Isak, he's got a little bit lucky with the miss-hit shot. But he's finished it beyond Dean Henderson. We just need to take a second look at maybe an offside. Salah's gone down the wing. Canvo originally did well, then stumbled. Salah got the ball back. Tried to find Isak. Shot comes in from the edge of the box. Isak's well onside. It's actually a really good first touch. The shot was from McAllister, drilled it into the floor. Isak then took a touch with his left foot right on the penalty spot. It's bounced up, and then he's tucked it away. Left-footed volley. He sort of volleyed it straight into the ground, and it's ballooned beyond Dean Henderson. 35 minutes on the clock. Alexander Isak has just his second Premier League goal of the season. And Liverpool lead Crystal Palace by a goal to nil. Liverpool on the attack now, can sense a little bit of blood. Mo Salah, right hand side. Going to run at Mitchell. Ball into the penalty area, cleared away by Lacroix. Palace looking to break. Long ball towards Sarr, but it's overhit. Woodman can come out and collect easily. McAllister just swings it forward towards Salah. Salah really just sort of joined in after 25 minutes of this game and suddenly caused all sorts of problems up that right-hand side. Canvo was a little bit unlucky. He got his body in front of Salah at one point in that move. But the little ricochet came back to Mo Salah. And McAllister's involvement was a shot. But Isak did really well to control and finish. Instinctive stuff. And Isak is on the ball now, trying to find Gakpo, but it was intercepted. Kamada has support from Mitchell. Kamada back to Mitchell, left hand side. Jones gets across, does the defending. And the final touch is off Tyreek Mitchell. It rolls away for a goal kick to Liverpool. Alexander Isak, just a 14th Premier League appearance so far this season. Slow start and then injury are what have curtailed the Swedes' involvement so far. But with Ekitike's injury, Liverpool give it away. Woodman makes the save. More shenanigans from Konate. Konate gave it out to Jones. It was Jones' loose pass actually. And then Jones tried a little turn. Mateta was on it. Mateta's tried to lift the ball over Woodman from a tight angle. Woodman threw out a left arm and makes the save. Corner kick to Palace. Brennan Johnson, left hand side, right footed towards the near post. Sarr helps it on, but it's up in the air. Richards challenges. Palace have a man down in the penalty area, but have kept it alive. Chance! Great save from the goalkeeper. Freddie Woodman's made a great save. I think it's Mateta's header from pretty much point blank range, and now Liverpool are on the break. Chance into the penalty area. Chance for 2-0. It is 2-0. It's a wonderful break from Liverpool, and it's Andy Robertson up from left back. Freddie Woodman's getting as many of the congratulations as Andy Robertson, because it couldn't have been more than 20 seconds between the Woodman save and the Robertson finish. Lightning fast break from Liverpool. Kamada with a cross, headed by Mateta from 4 yards out. Sprawling save from Woodman. Then the break's on. Wirtz turns inside. Finds Jones. Ball through to Robertson. Robertson inside left, one touch out of his feet, and then has just slid it beyond Dean Henderson. And suddenly, out of nowhere, what was a really tight game, Liverpool are in complete control here. 41 minutes on the clock. It's Liverpool 2, Crystal Palace 0. All about the transition there for Liverpool. Andy Robertson on his farewell tour. And the first goal of the season for the Scotsman. It's Liverpool 2, Crystal Palace 0. Sliding doors moment here at Anfield. Palace could so easily have equalised. Mateta had just redirected the header. But once the break was on, hot knife through butter stuff from Liverpool. We've got 2.5 minutes left of this first half. Liverpool lead Crystal Palace by 2-0. Curtis Jones, the man who got the assist for that goal. The two full-backs combining for the Liverpool goal. Virgil van Dijk just puts a foot on it. You can kind of imagine Crystal Palace just phoning this in for the final 45. They're now 2-0 down. They do have that semi-final to go for on Thursday, so without an awful lot to play for, I can see Palace just easing off a little bit in the second half. Liverpool just passing it round the back four as we are in the shadow of half-time here. Goals on 34 minutes from Alexander Isak, followed up by the 40th minute strike from Andy Robertson. And Liverpool lead Crystal Palace by 2-0. Still no goals elsewhere in the Prem, by the way. West Ham, Everton, Wolves, Tottenham, pretty cagey down at the bottom of the Prem this afternoon. But Liverpool are going to go level on points with Aston Villa and consolidate that Champions League place. They lead Palace 2-0. Palace have it through Sarr to Wharton. Wharton looked for the run of Mateta. It's blocked off by McAllister. Szoboszlai brings it away for Liverpool. Van Dijk. Vitz. Loads of space for Jones. Jones looks for Salah. Canvo this time does well. Takes it off the Egyptian. Infield to Wharton. Kamada. Kamada has to step away from a couple of tackles and is fouled by Cody Gakpo, who was trying to get back and help out in midfield. It was just the wrong side of Kamada. Free kick to Palace in the centre circle. Into the final minute of the half. Canvo steps into midfield. Slides a nice ball through to Mitchell. Mitchell's got time. If he can pick out a good cross. Near post header from Konate. Corner kick to Crystal Palace. Fourth corner of the game for the Eagles. 7th in total. Fifth corner, of the game. 8 in total. Brennan Johnson's had plenty of chances from that far side to put this into a dangerous area. They've liked to send him back to the penalty spot, and that's exactly where this one's gone. Lacroix, downward header, save, back in, saved again, shot over the top from Munoz. 3 chances for Crystal Palace. Freddie Woodman's made another good save. Same corner that Palace have taken a few times. You can see exactly what they're trying. The men at the back post just pin the Liverpool defenders, allowing, this time it was Lacroix free header. We've seen it earlier on with Richards. And Woodman got away. It was just going to sneak inside his left-hand post. Came back to Lacroix. His shot hit Ismail Assar. Came out to Munoz, who tried to side-foot it in at pace. Lifted it over the crossbar. Big chance that for Crystal Palace to get back into it. Can't do so. And we have completed 1 minute of 4 that are going to be added on here at the end of the first half. Alexis McAllister has committed a foul and will be incredibly fortunate not to get a yellow card there. But he isn't going to get one. The Palace players are incensed. McAllister, the wrong side of Ismail Assar, pulled him back, which is a yellow card nearly every time you see it, but not there. Lacroix in the centre circle for Palace. Out to Mitchell. Canvo looks for the run of Mateta. Slightly overhit. Mateta's not going to keep that in. Ball is out for a goal kick to Liverpool. It's added on time, courtesy mainly of in fact almost exclusively, due to the VAR check for the Mohamed Salah overturned penalty decision back in the 26th minute. Seeing the replay of the Woodman save from Mateta. Mateta's probably got to do better. He's only 4 yards out, just pick a corner. It's a good save from Woodman, but he shouldn't have been allowed the opportunity to make the save. Ball is back with Henderson. Long clearance is won by Mateta. Johnson might be in, and here's a chance for Palace. Johnson is going to run Canate. Canate again gets across. In fact, it's Van Dijk doing the defending, sorry. Van Dijk wants a goal kick. The ball's gone out for a corner to Palace. Johnson just didn't really commit. Tried to go around the outside of Van Dijk. It probably was a goal kick. Van Dijk's tackle, the ball came back off the knee of Brennan Johnson. So the referee's missed that one. Has given a corner to Palace. They're 6th. Again, it's the far side. This time it's in towards the near post. It's an easy clearance by Liverpool. Palace have it on the halfway line. Canvo just turns and gives it back to Henderson. Henderson's clearance might be the last action of this first half. Ball is with Lacroix. Across to Canvo, and indeed that is half time. The half that started pretty well for Crystal Palace. They were in the ascendancy for the first 15 minutes or so. Talking point in the 26th minute when Mo Salah went down under a challenge from Brennan Johnson. Referee awarded a penalty, but that was overturned for VAR. There was no contact on Mo Salah. Liverpool took the lead in the 34th minute. A McAllister shot from the edge of the box landed at the feet of Isak. He took one touch with his left foot, and as the ball bounced in, a left foot volley beyond Henderson for 1-0. And it was 2-0 on 34 minutes. Jean-Philippe Mateta header was saved by Woodman, and then Liverpool sprung the break. Curtis Jones slipped in. Andrew Robertson put it beyond Henderson for 2-0. Half time here at Anfield in the Premier League. It is Liverpool 2, Crystal Palace 0. Welcome back to Anfield, everybody. We are moments away from kick-off in this afternoon's Premier League game here between Liverpool and Crystal Palace. Liverpool leading pretty comfortably at this point, 2-0 at half-time. Goals from Alexander Isak and Andy Robertson on 34 and 40 minutes are the difference. After Crystal Palace started pretty well here, but faded after that first goal, and Liverpool well in control. Just seeing a substitution here for the visitors. I did mention towards the end of that first half that possibly they might have one eye now on Thursday's semi-final against Shakhtar Donetsk. Tyreek Mitchell has gone off, and he's going to be replaced by, looks like, the number 44 for Crystal Palace. In fact, it's the number 24, sorry, for Crystal Palace. It was Borna Sosa. We are underway. Liverpool attacking the Kop in the second half, in the sunshine. Absolutely beautiful day here on Merseyside. And Liverpool in possession. In the centre circle with Ibrahima Konate. Borna Sosa, the Croatian, making his Premier League debut this afternoon. 28 years of age, signed from Ajax last summer. Has made 6 appearances in this competition, along with 6 in the Europa Conference League. Borna Sosa on. He'll go into that left wing back role, vacated by Tyreek Mitchell. Gakpo finds Robertson with a deep cross from the Scotsman over the crossbar and out for a goal kick to Crystal Palace. Andy Robertson, who finished off that lightning quick break for Liverpool that made it 2-0 just before half time. Palace take the goal kick short and bring it away through JD Canvo. Canvo outpaces Mo Salah, finds Mateta, looking for a flag. Nothing doing as yet. Mateta has it. Sent off towards the corner flag by Konate. Konate in field, and the ball's out for a throw-in. But no flag is forthcoming here. Mateta looked a mile offside originally when the ball was played through to him, but nothing doing. And a chance for Crystal Palace to launch a long throw-in into the Liverpool penalty area. Palace attacking the goal, behind which their fans situated here at Anfield this afternoon. Chris Richards. It's in towards the edge of the 6-yard box, and it's headed clear by Van Dijk. Back out for another throw into Crystal Palace, right down by the corner flag, and Chris Richards just ambles 10 yards down the line to launch this one in 2. Mateta being marked at the back post by Isak. It's a bit of a physical mismatch. They were having a bit of a grappling match, those two. And the referee is just coming across to have a word with the two of them. Andy Madley is the man in the middle this afternoon, just speaking to Alexander Isak and Jean-Philippe Mateta. Now we can get back underway. Richards prepares to launch this in again. In it comes, headed away at the near post. This time it was Curtis Jones doing the defending. Richards picks it up, goes back to Munoz. Liverpool line up, Woodman in goal. So Bosley, Konate, Van Dijk Robertson, McAllister, Jones, Salah, Vate, Gakpo and Isak. Chance for Liverpool on the break. Jones infield to Salah, back to Jones. Jones looks for the cross towards the back post. Isak was just ready to head that in. Chris Richards done well. Canvo completes the defending for Crystal Palace. It's going to be a corner kick to Liverpool. It's a good ball in from Curtis Jones. Really nice shape on it. Chris Richards, good defending. Corner kick to Liverpool. Cleared away long by Dean Henderson. Throw in on the far side to Liverpool. Crystal Palace do have Henderson in goal. Richards, Lacroix, Canvo, Munoz, Kamada, Wharton, Sarr, Mateta and Johnson, joined by Borna Sosa at half-time, who was on for Tyreek Mitchell. Munoz, crossing chance. Cross is blocked by Gakpo. Palace have started quite brightly here in this second half. They did start the first half well, but then Liverpool took a stranglehold on the game. We do have the first Premier League goal away from Anfield in the 3 o'clock kickoffs to tell you about here. And it's West Ham United who've taken the lead. Here's a chance for Palace. Sosa with a shot. Dragged it across the face of goal. Head in hands for the substitute. That was a chance for Borna Sosa. He had loads of space. It was well picked out by Wharton. Control was good. And then just kind of cut the neck off the shot a little bit. Dragged it across Freddie Woodman's goal out for a goal kick to Liverpool. Thomas Souček has got that goal. West Ham 1, Everton 0. So as it stands, West Ham padding the cushion between themselves and Tottenham. Tottenham still 0-0 away at Wolves this afternoon. They have lost Dominic Solanke to a hamstring in the first half in that one too. We've played 7 minutes of the second half here at Anfield. It remains Liverpool 2, Crystal Palace 0. Liverpool in possession with Bosley. He gives it to McAllister, who moves it on to Konate. Konate finds Salah. Salah with a chance to run at Canvo. Here's a chance for the Egyptian. Salah got away from Canvo, but all of a sudden Borna arrived on the scene. Took the ball off Mo Salah. Palace nearly spring the break too. Ismaila Sarr couldn't quite get there in front of Curtis Jones, and Liverpool come forward on the left hand side. McAllister just drops it back to Van Dijk in the centre circle. Shadows lengthening across the pitch from behind the main stand where we're situated here at Anfield. About a third of the pitch now in shadow, but it's been a nice afternoon. Shirt sleeves for the Liverpool and Crystal Palace fans. Most Palace fans will be looking forward to heading off to Poland this week for a European semi-final. Wharton is penalised for a foul on McAllister. Free kick just outside the centre circle for Liverpool. Szoboszlai plays it short to McAllister, and Konate goes all the way back to Freddie Woodman. Freddie Woodman, who made 3 saves in that first half. Couple of regulation, but the one that led to the second Liverpool goal ultimately was a really good save. Szoboszlai thought about the shot from distance, then just tried to turn the ball around the corner, and Kamada intercepted. Szoboszlai's done well to get back, but Kamada's looked for the run of Sarr. Heavy touch from Ismaila Sarr. Good ball in field though. Now Borna has it. Borna this time with a poor touch. Szoboszlai can clear for Liverpool. Nice touch on that far side from Gakpo. Looks for the run of Isak in the penalty area. Isak can't control it. Canvo got back doing the defending. Referee's given a corner kick. Canvo doesn't think it was a corner. That was half a chance for Isak. Maybe if he was a little bit sharper, he could have taken that into his path and finished. It's a wonderful first touch from Gakpo. Took the ball on the half turn with his left foot. Slipped it through to Isak, but the young Frenchman got back. I think it's probably right. I think the final touch did come off Isak. But the corner will stand. Right hand side, Mohamed Salah. Comes across left footed to take. A couple of Palace defenders nearly get each other way there, Borner and Richards. It's gone all the way out to the other side where Robertson is swung in a deep cross, which comes all the way back to this wing. Salah and Robertson playing a long range 1-2. Salah has it. He's going to put this in the penalty area. Low cross. Easily cleared from Crystal Palace. Poor ball in there from Mohamed Salah. And then the bright sunshine left hand side. The ball is with Curtis Jones. Jones. I think it was a Bosley. Tried to pick out Salah. Salah slipped as he tried to take that in his path. Palace on the break. That's good. Johnson gets away from Konate. Johnson into the penalty area. Squares it behind Sarr at the back post. Chance goes begging for Crystal Palace. Johnson initially had the pace to get away from Konate. Konate actually stuck with him quite well. Thought Johnson was going to run away from him. Konate did sort of have a hold of Johnson's arm, which kept him up to speed. Johnson pulled the ball back towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Now Liverpool on the break. Salah, little back heel, little 1-2, goes to ground again. Nothing given. It's end to end at the minute. Palace on the attack. Johnson, Wharton, poor ball from Johnson. Sorry, poor ball from Johnson. Wharton is fouled by Jones. But really, that was the result. Jones and Wharton went in for the 50-50 because of the poor pass from Brennan Johnson. Adam Wharton is back on his feet. Mo Salah is now sitting down. He's feeling his left hamstring, Mohamed Salah. This isn't ideal. If this is a hamstring, depending on the severity of it, it could be the very last we see of Mohamed Salah in a Liverpool shirt. I don't want to be the doom monger. He doesn't look in too much discomfort. He's back on his feet now. The medical team are talking to him. He's just explaining to Virgil van Dijk. Mohamed Salah's got a big smile on his face. I don't know if it's an ironic smile. Changes are being made. They're being prepared by Arne Slot. I can see Jeremy Frimpong and Ryan Gravenberch. Preparing to come on. So I think probably now Mohamed Salah is applauding all four sides of the ground, and this is an odd one. I don't want to speak out of turn here. I don't know what to make of this. Salah's going off, fair enough. Whether or not it's a full farewell, if Salah knows his hamstring's gone, it very well might be. I suppose we'll learn more of that later on this evening, in the next day or two. So Salah is off and Frimpong is on. Brennan Johnson, in the meantime, has been replaced by Jeremy Pino. For Crystal Palace. Johnson, frustrating afternoon. Johnson's played very much as he often does, which is kind of gets in a lot of positions and frustrates you with his final ball. or his decision making. It's a little bit flimsy sometimes, Brennan Johnson, and he's done that today. Liverpool did just make the one change, although Gravenberch is preparing to come on. We're about to hit the hour mark here. Liverpool lead Crystal Palace by 2-0. Palace attacking left-hand side, but Curtis Jones heads it down and Frimpong draws the foul. First involvement of the afternoon for Jeremy Pino is to foul his fellow substitute Jeremy Frimpong. Liverpool have a free kick. Curtis Jones. To Szoboszlai. Back to Konate. Konate just clears long and right-footed. It's helped on by Isak, who's looking for the run of Frimpong. Frimpong gets it to his feet. Nice little ball round the corner. Vates. We haven't seen much of Vates this afternoon. It's flown under the radar. Throw into Liverpool right hand side, 10 yards outside the penalty area, in the hands of Curtis Jones. Frimpong dances into the penalty area, just overhits it slightly. Palace clear, but Liverpool have it back. On that far side, Gakpo, Vates with a little back heel. Can't find a Liverpool player, smashed away by JD Canvo for Crystal Palace. Ball on the left hand side. Palace have it back, and now he has a chance. Palace have got a 3-on-3. Mateta slipped it in towards Ismail Assar. Low cross across the face of the 6-yard box. Evades Jeremy Pino. Ismail Assar looked offside to me in the build up there, by the way, and he would have been. That wouldn't have counted. Mateta just delayed the pass by maybe one stride too many. Liverpool have a chance to attack down the left into the penalty area for Isak, who's not going to get there before Canvo. Canvo wants a free kick. It was Gakpo actually who was trying to get on the end of that rather than Alexander Isak. It was Gakpo. Canvo got there. It's not a foul. It's going to be a corner kick to Liverpool. 5th corner of the afternoon for Liverpool, the 11th in total. Palace winning that little competition. Van Dijk's up there again, scorer last week. Ball into the 6-yard box. Henderson with a punch. Kept alive by Frimpong. Wharton clearing header. Jones tidies up on the halfway line. Robertson clips a lovely ball down the side for Szoboszlai. Chance. Cleared shooting chance. Good defending. Munoz got it away from round about the penalty spot for Palace. Richards completes the clearance. And now Palace can break. And now they've got a genuine 3-on-2. Sarr, left-hand side for Pino. Pino back to Sarr, into the penalty area, and he can't get enough on his shot. Defended it just enough. Ismail Assar looking to score for a 5th consecutive game against Liverpool. And it's Virgil van Dijk who used his body really well. Ismail Assar did get the shot off from about 8 yards, but couldn't get any power behind it just because of the presence of Virgil van Dijk. It's excellent defending from the veteran Dutchman. It's another chance wasted for Crystal Palace, trying to get back into this one. 64 on the clock. Liverpool 2, Crystal Palace 0. Liverpool 25 minutes away from going level on points with Aston Villa this afternoon. Aston Villa who lost at Fulham earlier on. Disappointing defeat for the Villains. Gives Liverpool the chance just to sneak back up onto 4th place this afternoon. Although Palace are having a go at this in the second half. Liverpool have it with Curtis Jones. Gives it to Konate. 60% ball possession through the first 65 minutes here for Liverpool. 7 shots, just the 2 on target though. 100% strike rate from the shots on target this afternoon. Alexander Isak and Andy Robertson with the 2 goals. Ball is won back by Canvo, who then tries a little drag back. That was foolish. Liverpool attack. Jones. Isak tries to turn it around the corner for Frimpong. Frimpong's playing quite an advanced role since he came on. So he's enjoying getting forward. He's just gone straight into that position that was vacated by Mo Salah. Still no change in the relegation dogfight. West Ham lead by a goal to 0. Wolves Tottenham is scoreless. Frimpong down the channel, gets the ball back off Canvo. Frimpong's going to have a shot, left-footed, blocked by Lacroix. Liverpool keep it in. Gakpo gives it to Robertson. Gakpo's now going to have a little run, edge of the box. McAllister back wide to Robertson for Gakpo. Liverpool moving Palace around here. Richards, good defending. Palace bring it clear, and Mateta finds Ismail Assar. Wharton looking to pull the strings in the middle of the Palace midfield. Comes out to Kamada, to the feet of Pino. Pino's gone round the corner. Borna finds him. Pino tried to dance away from Frimpong. Frimpong took it off, and Curtis Jones with a lovely little scooped pass, and Liverpool are on the break. Szoboszlai's got runners both ways. Szoboszlai towards the edge of the box. Finds Isak. Isak to Robertson. Thought about the shot. Gives it to Gakpo. Goes for the 1-2. Maxence Lacroix gets across and clears. Liverpool have it. Curtis Jones. Frimpong, right hand side, dances away and is fouled. I think it's Adam Wharton. Oh, Sosa, sorry. The Croatian, he was fouled, Jeremy Frimpong. Free kick is roundabout level with the penalty spot. Over on the right hand touchline, about 4 paces in. Dominik Szoboszlai, the Hungarian, whose set pieces this year have been something to behold. He scored a couple of absolute belters. This is not a shooting opportunity for Szoboszlai, but he'll swing this into a dangerous area. Palace hold the line 10 yards from goal. Szoboszlai prepares to put this into the box. Left arm in the air is the signal. In towards the back post. It's headed down, and all the Liverpool players had got in advance of the ball there. If one of them was on the penalty spot, they've had a free shot. Palace trying to break. Liverpool win it back. Szoboszlai has it. Szoboszlai towards the edge of the box. Overlapping run from Vates, and Vates' low cross is cleared away from Chris Richards. Palace were on the break. Wharton lost possession and suddenly was short-handed at the back. Vates should have done a little bit better. Was looking for the near post run of Gakpo. Substitutions for Palace. Jean-Philippe Mateta is off to be replaced by the big Norwegian Jorgen Strand Larsen. again, maybe just an eye on Thursday night for Crystal Palace and Oliver Glasner. Strand Larsen. Attracted a lot of interest in the last couple of transfer windows. Came in from Wolverhampton Wanderers for nearly €50 million at the end of the last window. Has 4 goals in the Premier League. If you remember, did score a hat-trick in the FA Cup earlier in the season for Wolves against Shrewsbury. We've gone past 70 minutes here, and Liverpool lead Crystal Palace by 2-0. 2 first-half goals. Alexander Isak, Andy Robertson. Palace trying to drag themselves back into it. Borna, little 1-2 with Pino. Borna, that's a good ball in. Headed clear at the back post by Robertson. Wirtz wins it. And now Liverpool might break. Gakpo's trying to release Wirtz. Overhit. Goalkeeper's out. Dean Henderson read it well. Palace have it. Pino. Central area. He's got runners in both directions. Looks for the ball. He has a chance for Palace. Another good save from Woodman. It's out as far as Munoz. Keeper stayed down. Palace have scored. Oh, that's going to be controversial. Palace have scored with the Liverpool keeper down. Well, you don't say that very often. Is this goal going to stand? I wouldn't say why not. Oh, the slot's furious. Freddie Woodman stayed down, holding his right knee. Just see this again. Pino in possession. Slides it through towards Sarr. Sarr's shot is blocked. And that's where Woodman stays down. Munoz then puts the ball back into the empty net. From about 25 yards out. There's a lot to unpack here. It's really... Well, choose your own adjective here. It's clever. It's cheeky. It's instinctive. I don't know how they can disallow this goal. There's a lot of conversations going on here. Andres Munoz got the ball on the corner of the box, looked up, saw the keeper sitting down, and has just lobbed it in from 25 yards. Yeah, this goal is going to stand. This is a goal for Crystal Palace. And one of the most unusual goals that you'll ever see. Munoz lifts it into the empty net. It's Freddie Woodman, already the 3rd choice goalkeeper for Liverpool. Sitting on the corner of the 6-yard box, holding his left knee. He was never fouled. There was a little clash, or a little coming together, I think, with Sarr. After Sarr's shot was saved. I don't even think there was. I think it's just caught his feet in the turf. Going to get a replay now from behind the goal. Yeah, Sarr's not touched him. Woodman immediately goes down, holds his knee, sort of waves his arm around at the bench. In the meantime, Munoz looks up and sticks it in the empty net. Well, there's something. 73 minutes. Goal given. Liverpool 2. Crystal Palace 1. Munoz is just shrugging at everyone who's asked him what went on. Freddie Woodman is being treated by the Liverpool medical team. And Liverpool might have to make another change here. And if they do, it will be a Premier League debut for the 21-year-old Austrian goalkeeper, Armin Pesci. 16 appearances for the under-21s the youngsters made. He's putting his bib back on now. Maybe Woodman's going to be all right. We're preparing to kick off again. So what a strange turn of events here at Anfield. Woodman, for the time being, is going to carry on. Crystal Palace are back into it. And it's Liverpool 2, Crystal Palace 1. Munoz has taken a throw-in down in front of the supporters, who are giving him absolutely loads. Munoz has turned round and speaking to the Liverpool supporters, or I don't know if he's speaking to them or not. That ball went back into the crowd, and a Liverpool supporter's thrown it back at Munoz, and it hit him on the back of their head, so not very sensible from that Liverpool fan. Munoz will be okay. He's taken the throw in. Liverpool have headed it back out for another throw to Palace. And we might just get a grandstand finish here. Henderson, left-footed clearance. Won by Canati. Brought down by Jones. Borna wins it off him. Pino turns it round the corner to Borna. That's good. Here come Palace. Borna inside to Pino. It's opened up for Pino. And he's put it over the top. Got to do better, Jeremy Pino. He's 22 yards out, middle of the goal. Absolutely parted for him. He's put it miles over the top of Freddie Woodman's goal. With 13 minutes plus stoppages here at Anfield, it remains Liverpool 2, Crystal Palace 1. Goal kick taken by Liverpool. Robertson helps it forward. Canvo clears. Kamada. Palace with a little bit more enthusiasm here. That goal has got them back into it. Lacroix looking for a long diagonal. Well defended. Well read by Dominic Szoboszlai. In that right back position. Just heads it back to Freddie Woodman. Freddie Woodman appears to be moving okay. Gakpo is penalised and not happy about it for a foul over there on Munoz. Richards actually is the man who was fouled, and it is a foul. Gakpo's just led with an elbow. Alexander Isak is off. Man who opened the scoring way back in the 34th minute. Left-footed turn and volley when Alexis McAllister's shot landed at his feet. Just a second Premier League goal. So Isak is off. 18 touches this afternoon, a little bit better. He's replaced by the number 38, Ryan Gravenberch. For the last 11 minutes here at Anfield, as Liverpool lead Palace by 2-1. Still just the one goal in the relegation dogfight. West Ham 1, Everton 0. Wolves 0, Tottenham 0. West Ham would be delighted if that stays the same. Arsenal, Newcastle coming up in just under an hour. Is there another goal here at Anfield where Liverpool lead 2-1? Canvo. Onto Lacroix. Moves it on to Richards. Out wide to Munoz. Munoz is getting the bird from the Liverpool fans after that Crystal Palace goal. On the half turn is Sarr. Kamada. Wide to Borna. Tries for the little one too. Borna can't win it back. Wirtz has it. Wirtz does well just to keep it. Gives it to Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai's got runners. Looks for the run of Wirtz. Good defending by Maxence Lacroix, who read the danger. Got his body between the man and the ball and allowed Dean Henderson to come and collect for Crystal Palace. Palace have got 10 minutes to find an equaliser here. They're in possession left hand side over the halfway line with Borna. Looks for Jorgen Strand Larsen. Couldn't get there. Oh, the referee's given a foul, which is a terrible decision. Daichi Kamada on Cody Gakpo. Free kick to Liverpool. Centre circle. Liverpool just slowing it down a little bit. Ismail Assar goes and collects the ball for them. Curtis Jones is on the free kick. Curtis Jones and Szoboszlai very interchangeable in this right back central midfield role for Liverpool. They both spent round about equal amounts of time out here, I would suggest. Dean Henderson. Jones gives it to Frimpong. Frimpong's gone back to the goalkeeper Woodman. Woodman long clearance, but no one there for Liverpool. Just a bit of a physical presence up front now. Florian Wirtz has gone kind of down the middle on his own, with Frimpong and Gakpo either side. Gravenberch just tucked in to shore up that central area for Liverpool. Canvo brings it out. That's a good ball. Sarr on the half turn. Sarr plays it through to Pino. Pino looks offside. Flag stays down for the minute. Pino's into the penalty area. Has no options. Has to come out to Borna. Borna with a good ball in, and then the flag goes up. My eyes are not completely ruined yet. Jeremy Pino was plenty offside. Wasn't a difficult call and seeing it again, but nice to know I was right first time. Been a frustrating few minutes for Pino since he came on, actually. Liverpool free kick. Canate rolls it back to Freddie Woodman. Liverpool looking for a 10th home win of the season. Long ball cleared away by Canvo. All the way through to Woodman. Big goal at the bottom of the Premier League. Tottenham have taken the lead at Molineux. It is Wolves 0, Tottenham 1. So West Ham and Tottenham both with the lead. Status quo will remain. Here come Palace. Wharton with the ball through for Strand Larsen. Strand Larsen, he's hit the post. It's all the way across the line. It's stayed out. How on earth is that not gone in from Jorgen Strand Larsen? Strand Larsen one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Ball from Wharton. He's offside. Wouldn't have counted. It's going to be a corner kick, I think. It is a corner kick. It's actually hit both posts from Strand Larsen. So Palace will get the corner. Header cleared away from Liverpool and a free kick given by the referee. That's one where 100% the referee has been told he was offside. So give Liverpool a free kick just in case Palace equalise from a corner they shouldn't have been given. Strand Larsen hit the inside of one post, rolled across the line, hit the other post before Van Dijk touched it out for a corner. But had the ball gone over the line, it would have been disallowed by VAR for an offside. 5 minutes to play here at Anfield. Liverpool 2, Crystal Palace 1. Liverpool have a free kick in their own penalty area. Freddie Woodman, who appears to have fully shaken off that knee injury that he suffered in the lead up to the Crystal Palace goal, a bizarre goal. Munoz putting the ball into the empty net from 20 yards out as Woodman sat injured on the corner of the 6-yard box. Liverpool have been given a free kick on the edge of the penalty area, left-hand side. As Bosley is hurt. It's just caught by Munoz. Virgil van Dijk's come across, and in the referee's ear, trying to explain to the referee that that was a violent assault when it absolutely wasn't. It was very much just to coming together. But it will be a free kick to Liverpool. Milos Kerkez is preparing to come on down below us. So Bosley with a free kick. A few yards in from the left-hand side. Left arm in the air is the signal. So Bosley drills it in. It bounces around the 6-yard box. I think it's hit Alexis McAllister in the midriff, and we'll see these final changes now for Liverpool. Joe Gomez is going to come on and replace Curtis Jones for the final couple of minutes here. And Milos Kerkez replaces Andy Robertson. Andy Robertson getting a great round of applause. Another one completing his farewell tour. Will be off at the end of the season. Took his goal really well back in the 40th minute, slotting it with that trusty left foot beyond Dean Henderson. So a straight swap there, both positions. Robertson for Kerkez and Gomez on for Curtis Jones. Two and a half minutes to play. Liverpool lead 2-1. Palace have lost it. Frimpong, poor ball. Liverpool have it back. Kerkez, first involvement for the substitute. To Gakpo. Back to Gravenberch. And Van Dijk is just going to go all the way back to Freddie Woodman. Woodman with a clearance. Out to that left-hand side. Picked up by Gakpo for Liverpool. Little triangle between him, Van Dijk and Gravenberch. Gravenberch drives forward on the left-hand side. Chris Richards nips in. Puts it out for a throw into Liverpool. Throw in, left-hand side. Wharton wins it back. Ball played up towards Strand Larsen, but he couldn't get it under control. And Woodman rolls it out to Gomez. Gomez is pressured by Palace. Puts the ball out for a throw in. Palace on the hunt for an equaliser here. They've got 1 minute of the 90 plus stoppages to find it. Richards back to Lacroix. JD Canville across to his fellow Frenchman Maxence Lacroix. Palace going backwards and sideways, need to go forward. There's a good ball, and Ismail Assar, good first touch. Ball's kicked away by Bosley. And Szoboszlai has to go into the book for that one. Didn't commit the foul, but the foul was by Gravenberch on Ismail Assar, right by the centre circle. And then Szoboszlai just booted the ball away to prevent the quick free kick being taken. It'll be an 8th Premier League yellow card of the season for Szoboszlai. We're about to see the referee's board, and he has a chance. Pino got round the corner, played the cross into the near post, and Van Dijk's put it behind for a corner kick to Crystal Palace. Corner kick. 7 minutes of stoppages here for Palace to force an equaliser. Yeremy Pino is going to put this corner in from the left-hand side. It's the 8th corner of the game for the Eagles. Pino into the near post, headed away. Wirtz just scoops it up into the air. No foul. Wharton went down. Liverpool could potentially break left-hand side. Wirtz has got loads of Anfield to run into. Wirtz got support from Frimpong. Frimpong with a cross, and it's rubbish. Way just over the bar, high, wide, and not particularly handsome. Into the cup. Goal kick for Crystal Palace. A minute and a half of 7 added on here. Liverpool 2, Crystal Palace 1. Borna hoofs it forward for Palace. Woodman's got to come out of his box. It's closed down by Strand Larsen, and Woodman just lashes it miles into the sky. It's then taken down by Liverpool. Advantage played by the referee. Gakpo has fouled Munoz on the far side. Arne Slot is jumping around in his technical area. Doesn't agree with that. Yellow card is going to be given possibly to Borna Sosa. I think it is, yeah. Borna Sosa's gone into the book for a foul on Dominic Szoboszlai and Jeremy Frimpong. Actually got them both. So a little accumulation there for the Croatian. Palace have it. Ismail Assar. 2 runners this side. Kamada has got one more. Into the box. He has a chance. Back post. It's behind everybody. They haven't cleared it. Munoz is in there. Liverpool scrambling away. Huge opportunity for Crystal Palace, and they can't find the back of the net. Kirkes with the last gasp defending. Palace can launch this into the penalty area. Chris Richards with the throw-in, right-hand side. Liverpool hanging on here, leading 2-1. Were very, very comfortable at one stage. Headed clearance by Liverpool, back into the penalty area. Konate heads it away the second time. Munoz has it, but he's back on the halfway line. Gives it to Richards. Wharton. Space out here for Daichi Kamada. We played 3.5 of the 7, 3.5 to go. Richards. Back to Canvo. Palace just moving around, trying to make one more chance here at Anfield. Borna into Pino. Pino on the half turn. Round the corner for Sarr. Gomez does well. Gomez does really well. Keeps the ball in. Clears it away for Liverpool towards the halfway line where Palace have it back. Kamada. 3 minutes to play. Long ball forward for Pino. Flag stays down. Pino stands on the ball. Has been particularly frustrating, the Colombian, since he come on. Liverpool try and bring it away for Virts. And that's worked out nicely for Liverpool. Canvo could only put the ball out for a throw-in on the right-hand side. And Liverpool will use this opportunity to take a few seconds off the clock. Florian Wirtz takes the throw. We've got 2 minutes to go. Wirtz now leaves the ball on the touchline for Joe Gomez. Gomez, long throwing into the penalty area. It's picked up by Wirtz. Oh, what a goal! Florian Wirtz on the half volley from 14 yards out has scored a spectacular injury time goal for Liverpool, which wraps up the 3 points here in Anfield with 90 seconds of stoppage time left. Florian Wirtz with just a 5th Premier League goal of the season. Gomez with the long throw. McAllister held it up into the path of Wirtz. And Wirtz, the bouncing ball, is caught it absolutely sweet as a nut and has hit a rising half volley that's kissed the inside of Dean Henderson's right hand post into the back of the net. And it's Liverpool 3, Crystal Palace 1. And that will be the final score here at Anfield this afternoon. Liverpool level on points with Aston Villa in the top 4 of the Premier League. Champions League football all but assured. Crystal Palace with bigger European fish to fry this week. They'll be straight down to work for that trip to Poland. And Liverpool are going to take the points here. It's Liverpool 3, Crystal Palace 1. Kamada. Final knock-ins here. Referee looks at his watch. Richards has beaten his man into the penalty area. Canate had to stretch. McAllister smashed away by Gomez. Canvo swaps passes with Kamada. Again the referee checks his watch. We have played past the 7 minutes here, although maybe another minute for that goal from Wirtz. Frimpong towards his own corner flag. Frimpong and Borna. Wrestling for the ball, and there's the final whistle. It's all over here at Anfield. I think the scoreline is about right, although parts in the second half it was a little bit shaky for the home side. Liverpool led 2-0 at half-time, goals from Alexander Isak and Andy Robertson. A bizarre goal from Andreas Munoz got Crystal Palace back into it on 71. He put the ball in the empty net as the Liverpool goalkeeper Freddie Woodman lay injured in his penalty area. But Florian Wirtz wrapped it up in the 95th minute with a rising half volley. Full time here at Anfield in the Premier League this afternoon. It's finished Liverpool 3, Crystal Palace 1.